Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a great day today. We're going to be checking out Milio. So Milio is a brand new support character coming to League of Legends. Now, to reiterate, I really don't know too much about the League of Legends lore or Runeterra or anything like that. I just kind of got into it in the last couple of months, just going into the characters and the world and just learning about everything that we can. So far, we've learned a ton in 2 months. Now, Milio, brand new character. I don't know too much about Ishtal. I know he's from Ishtal from what I've read so far, just a little bit. And we're going to be diving as much as we can into his character. There's not a whole lot out yet. I'm reacting to this probably within the week that all of these videos and fandom wikis and things like that have all come out. So we're going to check out all the trailers, the voice lines, and things like that, just to get an idea of Milio. Now, I believe this is actually my first Ishtal character that I've reacted to. I've reacted to a ton of Darkins and Demons and things like that. So if you want to check out those videos, please be sure to check out the channel and my reactions to those characters. Now let's go ahead and start checking out Milio. All right, everybody, I wanted to get into Milio's champion theme because we wanted to get more of an idea of Milio to get things started. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't know anything about this character currently. Oh, we're getting the concept designs right off the bat here. It's real, like, kind of happy music. Relaxing music, I would say. It's like a tube here or something. Oh. Oh yeah, I love this music. It's like super relaxing, chill, happy. It's like the kind of music you'd be listening to, like if you were like walking out into an open world kind of game, like I don't know, like Legend of Zelda or something, right? All the different concept ideas. I always like seeing this kind of stuff. I think it's really cool. I'm gonna be honest, I love this song. It's making me happy. It's like a fire urn, kind of. It's interesting. You gotta appreciate the music, because it's not easy to just make a new piece of music, you know what I mean? Like, that sounds original. And it's a very difficult task, so this sounds very unique to me, and I like it. I love all this concept art. Oh, so kicking it? This little, like, fire ball, I guess you could say? Oh, it bouncing off of enemies? Oh, here we go. So giving it to Teemo. Interesting. A shield. It's so happy. The big fireball in the back. Oh, here we go. We're getting more like solidified concept art now. Oh, all the different faces. I love it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, a lot more detailed art now. There it is. Colored. I wish I had hair that good. I was showing the trailer. Okay. In game? Oh yeah, that's in game. Okay. This is cool to see all this stuff. Some of the themes that we've watched, like the older ones, they don't show this stuff, like the concept art and stuff. I'm assuming this is a newer thing that they've started to do, is to incorporate that. which is cool. Some people like to see that kind of stuff, right? So I'm one of them. Oh, there's the fully, yeah, that's the fully detailed like wallpaper login screen. Yeah, okay, that was super like just happy, freeing, relaxing kind of music, and I loved that. Is there anything here at the end? Otherwise, we'll just go back. There isn't. Oh wait, what do we have here to watch? Oh, okay, so they're recommending Nico and Kiana as well. Okay, but we have a Milio trailer. All right, let's go back to just a little bit here to this screen. So yeah, this was, I mean, like I've said already multiple times, like this was a super happy, fun, relaxing kind of theme. So this is like the kind of song, like I said, like I don't know, I just pictured myself like walking around Hyrule playing Legends of Zelda, or just, I don't know, I used to play Genshin Impact for a little bit, something like that, right? Like a open world kind of game. Like this is the kind of music that I picture hearing. I don't know. Milio seems like a really happy kid with all these. He's got like these little pets or friends, or I don't even know what you want to call them. But yeah, and I mean, look, the dude's got a massive smile on his face, and he's got this beautiful scenery in the background and all that. So I'm supposing that's what they were going with, right? The super happy theme, and I think that's awesome because a lot of the themes we've listened to in the past, not the most happy. Honestly, this might be the first happy theme we've listened to be honest. I think most of the themes we've listened to in the past are just like, you know, real like orchestral, like dun 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 dun, like kind of stuff. That this wasn't. So this was really nice change of pace, and I think that's really cool. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do the fandom wiki stuff, guys, and then we're gonna do like the trailers, the gameplay spotlight, and then we'll do the story and biography and all that stuff. Okay, guys? So stick around for the rest of that. All right, everybody, we're going to get started off with the fandom wiki first, actually. And so on the wiki here, this is the page where we get to see like the abilities and things like that. We'll save that for the video that we have on YouTube to check out all the abilities. But the only thing we're going to be checking out on this page is the skins. So this is the basic skin here. This is the original skin. It says Milio is a warm-hearted boy from Ishtal who has, despite his young age, mastered the fire axiom and discovered something new, soothing fire. Okay, so we've actually read this already. We'll be reading about this story in this story and biography for him. So let's save that for that. And then we have Fairy Court. Oh, so it's like a fairy thing. Okay, so as an archmagus of the court, wreathed in firefly familiars, Milio knows just about everything that happens within the palace walls. He may seem like a child, but Fae are long-lived, and Milio has been a child far longer than others have been adults. Still, he is a friendly face who uses his power to safeguard the queendom however he can. Cool, so it's like a fairy-themed skin. I don't know if there's other fairy themed skins for other characters. You guys will have to let me know. I don't think there's anything else that we can see on this page here. We can just kind of like see the different color variations of that skin there. But let's go on to the next fandom page for him. Okay, we're on the fandom page for Milio. So this, we're gonna again save the paragraphs in here for the story and the biography for Milio, because a lot of this is just probably copy pasted. I briefly read it first before starting the video. A lot of this does come from the biography, so I don't want to read any of that, but I will read some of the stuff down here. For appearance, Milio is a prepubescent Ishtali boy with tan skin and curly black hair. He wears red Ishtali clothing made by his family, with shoulder guards with crests on them. He usually wears his furnacita on his back, a white cone-shaped knapsack with highlights made of green jewels. Milio's fumigas are small, round fire elementals with ring-shaped eyes. He carries a larger fumigo in his furnacita, which additionally has a crest on its forehead, a mouth, and shines in its eyes. Oh, okay, so he has smaller fumigos around him, but then he has a bigger one in his knapsack. Okay, so personality, Milio is a warm-hearted kid who is very joyous, happy-go-lucky, and proud, carrying the hopes and dreams of his family on his back as he treks around Ishtal, taking on the challenges that face him. Cool. It's like a very like lighthearted comic booky kind of story of like a kid going on an adventure kind of deal is what his story seems like. Yeah. So abilities, magic born. Milio was born with the natural magical abilities, which might grow the more he trains and expand his knowledge about magic. He was trained by his grandmother in the Ishtali traditions, but having difficulty in following the rules, he developed his understanding of magic. And then, so he has fire axiom. Milio self-taught in his ability to manipulate fire. He was able to learn how to master the element of fire despite his grandmother avoiding it while teaching him. He uses fire in an unorthodox way that he created himself, which is soothing flames. Milio has developed his own axiom, a way to use fire not as a destructive force, but as a source of healing. Very cool. Fumigo summoning. Milio is able to bring his fire magic to life in the form of small fire elementals named Fumigos. They have the ability to heal the wounds of others while soothing their pain, with Milio being able to feel the inner flame of those he heals. Okay, very cool. And then let's take a look at the relations. So he doesn't have any relations with, oh, maybe we do. It says, Milio met Nidalee and her tribe during his adventures. Okay, I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like he has any relationships with other League of Legends characters. Lupe and Lune are like his grandmother and then grandaunt, yeah. So the only League of Legends character he actually has relations with is Nidalee. He met her. So let's say Lupe, his grandmother. When he was young, Lupe tried to train Milio how to use elemental. Okay, so yeah, we'll probably just save this all for the biography and story because I'm pretty sure this is all going to be included. Let's see what it says about other family members though. Milio has a great bond with the rest of his family members. They celebrated his accomplishment after he showcased his feat of healing the wounded huntress using his magic. Okay, that all comes from the story. Let's save it. So there's the biography called The Gentle Flame. Is there anything else? And then we have a short story, Milio's super special adventure report. Okay, we will check that out. It says mentioned is Nico and Nidalee. Very cool. We'll definitely be checking that out. So again, Milio's a brand new character, guys. He seems like a super lighthearted kid. Very innocent. You know, when you think of like just an innocent child kind of going out into the wild on his first adventure, and he's learning magic and he has all these magical abilities. So I think Milio's story so far obviously is going to be one that's very fresh, happy-go-lucky kind of story, hopefully, because we've been reading a lot of stories that have just been like super sad, tragic, whatnot. So hopefully the story is going to be super awesome, and it's just going to be kind of happy-go-lucky and just like his personality, apparently. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the reaction, guys. All right, everybody, we're checking out Milio's champion trailer. It's called Milio the Gentle Flame. And this came out only about 3 days ago as of me reacting to it. Well, this must be him in the jungle on his adventure.
My fire looked so scary, it rushed off into the jungle, never to be seen again. Pretty amazing, right?
Oh, his Fumigos.
Yeah, you're so brave, Milio. Tell us more.
They can't talk.
Fine,
Oh, there's the big one.
I've done so many new things since leaving my village.
Oh, we're going to get a little trailer of his abilities.
Won't believe this, but I battled a green monster too. It had 8 legs and massive claws, taller than the trees.
Oh God, Urgot would be terrified.
A lot of people at once, way more than I did at home.
For Milio.
That sounds tough. How do you do it, Milio? After I get it once, it's easy. Wherever I go, I try to make new friends, and it always works. Yeah.
And it always works. Eventually.
I know it's surprising, but fire doesn't have to hurt. It's nice to help people see it differently. That's great training.
I like
to get
that.
Stronger too. Yeah, exactly. Hey, we think a lot alike. My family is gonna love those stories. They're probably waiting for my next letter.
Whoa.
I wish they were here right now.
Oh, that was his recall,
They are
huh?
here right now. And
Oh,
remember,
that's his family.
we're gonna make them so proud.
Yeah, he's such a it's such a different character
I'm sleepy.
than
I
what
bet
I've.
they have comfy beds in Ishalkan.
Oh, is that how you say it? Ishao Khan? I've been saying it completely wrong. Anyways, so far he's totally different than everything else I've reacted to. Now, to be fair, it seems like I've kind of reacted to a lot of villains, as you could say, in League of Legends so far. So maybe that's why, but he definitely seems like the opposite of what I've reacted to so far, which is he's a lighthearted kid. He's real innocent. He's just trying to be happy and meet new friends, right? Like that's it. And go on great adventures. He hasn't really experienced life yet, like some of these other people have with, you know, all these trauma pasts and tragedies and things like that. So he hasn't really experienced that stuff yet. So it's really cool to just see a happy-go-lucky kid who also happens to use fire in the way you don't think to use fire. He's using it to heal people. It's not what you think of when you think of fire. You only think of pain or hurt or destroying something, right? So very cool, very different take on all of the other characters I've reacted to so far. Let's go ahead and do his video on his, like, going into the details of his actual abilities. So as you guys can see, obviously this video is coming from Skin Spotlights. We've used them many times for the interactions and things like that. We're going to actually use their video for the voice lines. That's going to be coming up next. So there isn't an official video from League of Legends yet, just like showcasing and talking about the abilities just yet as of a recording of this video. So we're just going to use this 2-minute video that shows the abilities. We'll pause and everything if we need to, and discuss the abilities throughout the video. So let's go ahead and start it up. So we're starting off with the passive. It says fired up. Let's see what it says. So let's pause here because I do want to read it without it going forward. So passive fired up. Milio's abilities enchant allies on touch, making their next damage deal a burst of extra damage and burn the target. Okay, cool. He gives people like a damage buff. Cool. That's when he just, okay, that's his passive. Very cool. So his Q, Ultra Mega Fire Kick. Milio kicks a ball that knocks back an enemy. The ball launches upward on hit and falls toward the enemy, damaging and slowing enemies in the area upon impact. Let's see this. Okay. So it like does a spin and then, oh, that's so cool. It goes over the minions. Very cool. Splash damage as well. And then we have Cozy Campfire. Let's read this one. It's a little bit longer here. Milio creates an empowering zone that heals allies and increases attack range to the... Oh, the attack range is pretty sick. To those inside. The zone follows the ally nearest to the cast point and can be recasted. Note, Riot have stated attack range increase is 10% to 20% based on ability level. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, see, they don't even have like an official thing yet, but I guess that's supposedly what Riot has said so far. It's very cool that it follows them. I think that's very good. Other allies could obviously stand in that as well. Cool, and you can recast it. Okay, we have E Warm Hugs. Milio tosses a shield to an ally, temporarily increasing their movement speed. So it's just movement speed specifically. And then we have R Breath of Life. Let's pause this one. So this says Milio unleashes a wave of soothing flames that heal and remove crowd control effects from allies in range. Note, Riot have stated Milio can't cast this to self-cleanse when he's CC'd, silenced, stunned, etc., and it has a long cooldown. Okay, so it's obviously most effective against crowd control. Like, that's its whole purpose. While it does also heal, removing crowd control effects is obviously the biggest thing there. Let's see this ability. So rooted, and then he just... Oh, okay. How big is that range on it when he does it? He's like a big circle. It's a massive circle around him. It's very cool. Okay. Cool. What else we got here? Is that it? Oh, it's just showing the splash arts. Okay. And then joke emote. Clearly he's into football. Football. Okay, very cool. Very, very cool. Let me know what you guys... I don't know. I think I have reacted to maybe one support character. I can't think of one unless Morgana was technically a support character. I don't think she was. I think it was Pyke who was a support character. Even though I thought he was going to be like an assassin, but he is like a support assassin. So I don't think I've reacted to any other supports so far as I can tell. A lot of fighters, mages, and things like that. So I guess let me know in the comments what you guys think of Milio's abilities. Do they kind of seem underwhelming? I'm not used to seeing brand new characters and reacting to them. This is my first character that I'm reacting to like the week of him coming out in terms of on YouTube. He's not technically out in the game yet. So you guys can't fully give me your reactions just yet on him actually being played. But what are your guys' initial thoughts on his abilities? I'm very curious to know what you guys think. Let's go ahead and move on to the voice lines next. This is obviously the most exciting in my opinion. So let's do that. And then afterwards will be the story and biography to end things out. All right, everybody, we're going to be checking out Milio, the Gentle Flame interactions. Now this also comes from Skin Spotlights. And just so you guys are aware, so the video is about 8 minutes long. I don't know how it usually goes when a character first comes out. So Skin Spotlights uploads this really fast. I'm not sure. Obviously, more interactions will be added throughout, you know, Milio being a character in the game. So for now, this is obviously the most bare bones we have for his interactions. So if you're a little bit disappointed that he doesn't have interactions with other characters, you know, obviously they could add those things later in the game. And obviously, from what we can tell from the wiki page, he doesn't have many relationships with other League of Legends characters, so I wouldn't see him necessarily having a lot of reactions, or I mean interactions to, you know, a lot of characters in the game. So let's check it out.
Are you okay, little mummy?
Oh,
Do you need a hug?
Maybe he will. Maybe just like his first time seeing them, right?
Aw, what a cute stuffed bear. What's his name?
Annie, okay.
Oh my gosh, who are these little buddies? Meeps? So cute!
Oh yeah, they
Brand,
remind him of the Fumigos, I'm sure. Brand?
Fire heal too? Or is it just for style?
Uh,
Gwen, slow down. My Omele always says not to run with scissors.
That's a good one.
Whoa, am I gonna be as big as you one day, Cassante? I can't wait!
Who knows? You never know.
So many dogs. Which ones like Snuggles the most, Nefiri?
I don't know who Nefiri is.
Nico! Koom Sehena. Oh, did I say that right?
Oh.
Nidali! Can I play with the Pikiti again soon? Please?
Okay, so that must be in the story. We haven't read the story quite yet, so maybe we'll understand it then. Can you guys tell me, I'm going to roll it back just a little bit here. Can you guys tell me what this means for Nico? I do want to get a little bit more of an idea with the Ishtal characters, just because he's also from Ishtal, so let me know.
Sehena. Oh, did I say that right? Nidali! Can I play with the Pikiti again soon? Please? You have a big friend too, Nunu? Wonder if I could teach mine to walk.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh,
I do want to react to Nunu
Kiana,
soon.
You're so short in person.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Big Dagger Cat.
Dude, what? Okay, you can't do that, Milio.
My hunting's gotten a lot better. Wanna see? Book Kitty! So
Book Kitty.
cute. Must pet.
That's essentially you, me.
was right about the scissors.
I love the
Nefiri,
additional
Who's a good puppy?
quote there.
You're a good puppy. We'll always be friends, right, Nico?
What's
you
with
don't
the question
have
mark?
to go easy on me, Nidali. I can take it.
Okay, he likes the
Sorry,
competition.
Kiana. Please don't hate me.
You called her
Told
short.
you I was getting better, Big Dagger Cat. This will be really good practice for when I face the Vidalian. Hey,
Right.
I'm Milio, and these are my fuemigos. Nice to meet you.
Fuemigos, that's how you say it, okay?
Hi, how do I spell your name? For when I write home later.
Hmm.
Whoa, I
That's
bet you're
funny.
pretty strong, huh? This is so exciting. I just know we're gonna be best friends after this.
Yeah, sure.
Aw, come back.
Try saying that to
We were
Aatrox
having
or
so much
something.
fun. Are you okay? Do you need help? I can help.
True?
Fire is supposed to be the breath of life, not the end of it.
Well,
I'm just warming up. Get it? No?
okay,
Well-
that's a perfect joke, because that is literally a joke that a kid would make, right? That's such a perfect joke for his character.
What my Omele think? Whoa, you're so strong, Milio. Yeah, I work out. Is this what the Vidalian's gonna be like? Should be pretty easy.
Oh, wow.
Too
Trash
hot
talking.
to candle.
Too hot to candle.
You're welcome.
That was
And
for a
I
pentakill.
helped. We did it. Yeah. Go team.
Nice. Okay, these are all
Whoa,
assists. Attack
is
a dragon.
That a dragon? Wanna see a neat trick? Whoop.
Oh, that must have been the
don't
joke
get
that we
it.
saw.
I'm pretty strong. I've been training like all day. Wait, let me write that down real quick. My
So,
fuemigos
okay,
aren't
so I'm going to
ju-
pause. So clearly he's also with his adventures that he's going out on, and obviously like he's just going to act as if the games that he's in for League of Legends, he's just going to act as it's like an adventure. So he wants to write down all his adventures so he can write back home. That's very cool.
That's cute. They're also helpful. Just wait, I'll show you guys.
They'll heal you guys.
You guys all look so strong. You can count on me though. I got this. This
Very
is so
confident.
cool. My next letter home is gonna be legendary. Tomasin will be so jealous.
Tomasin. Okay.
Come on, Fuemigos. We got a lot of work to do. Let's start over here. Kiana! Once I'm in the Yuntal, can we hang out like this all the time?
He's
The
going to be that
jungle isn't
annoying
as
kid to
creepy as it
Kiana,
looks.
clearly.
My family is gonna be so surprised by all the things I've done. I can't wait to tell them. The light inside us, our inner flame, that's the heart of my fire. When I'm
Okay.
in the Yuntal, I'm gonna go back home and help my entire village.
He's a very
Being
determined kid,
home,
that's for sure.
Joining the Yuntal, it's all for my family. I'm gonna be the youngest kid to ever join the Yuntal. Pretty amazing.
So that's pretty
My
crazy
Omele
feat if
always
he does,
says,
right?
The sheep that sleeps gets carried by the current. Wait, That doesn't sound right. And then Cousin Javi was like, "You're just a baby. I'm 12. Do I look like a baby to you?"
A little bit.
Elemental magic is easy. You just gotta think about it, and then bam, fire.
So I'm going to pause really quick. So he is a kid that's 12 years old and is pretty strong already with elemental magic. So I wonder, does League with any of their characters, like because of lore, increase a character's power level later on? I don't know if that's a thing that's ever been done. You guys let me know.
I've seen so many new things, met so many new people, like that plant lady,
Plant
and that
lady.
one rock, and that big cat.
Plant
My
lady. Nico?
fernecita isn't as heavy as it looks. I built it myself. If I were back home, I'd be helping Mama cook, or be feeding the animals with Papa.
Okay.
My Omele says joining the Yuntal will make my family happy. And she knows best, right? Feels like
right.
the whole world is watching me. I gotta show them what I can do.
Kind of, right? Technically.
Yo!
That's when you dance?
Let's
Okay.
head back, Fuemigos. It's break time. I'll be right back, friends. Stay out of trouble, okay? Come on, Milio. Let's take a break. Sigh.
I love when he
Fine, only 'cause you're so cute.
I love when he talks to
I'm
himself,
so glad
essentially.
you're here with me, Fuemigos. Let's head back to our secret base.
Secret base.
Mama and Papa will never believe what happened to me today. Whoa, you guys see that? That was amazing!
He's so excited to tell his family
okay,
what
Milio?
adventures he's gone on.
Yeah, all good. Let's go again.
Here we go again, yep.
Even when I'm knocked down, my Fuemigos always have my back.
Even when he respawns, he's
burn
happy.
I burned
Like, what
my
the-
hair again. Mama's gonna be so mad. Burn bright.
Passive
This
cast.
should help. Lighten up.
Okay.
Catch.
Oh, now we're
Here you
casting
go.
abilities. Okay.
Stop, drop, and roll.
That's the kicking the ball one.
Score.
Yep.
Tag, you're it. See ya. Woo. Bye-bye. Aw.
Oh,
I
if you
meant to do that.
miss. Oh, okay.
Ah.
Very cool that there's
Oops.
interactions
Everyone,
for when you
come
miss.
here. Friends, assemble.
Friends
Over here.
assemble.
Let's go. I
Ika?
got you. Burn it up. Breath of life. Can't stop us now. Let's spark joy.
Okay.
My fire might look scary, but don't worry. It's totally safe.
Technically.
Even when I'm alone, I'm not lonely.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Fuemigos?
Fuemigos with him.
I carry my family with me.
Fuemigos with him.
Fire burns, but it doesn't have to hurt. My family is my guiding light.
Very
There's
family-oriented
fire in
character,
every
obviously.
living thing. I traveled through another village kind of like this. I'm gonna show the Vidalian what I'm made of. The
So,
world is...
I want to pause really fast. I don't know what the Vidalian is. I'm assuming it's like a place that he's going to train or like an army or something. Maybe we can find out more about the Vidalian in the story or the biography.
so big. Good thing I like
yeah.
walking. Hey, Fuemigo, you okay back there? I wonder who else I'll meet today. You can do it, Milio. Thanks, Fuemigos. I
Fuemigos.
bet Papa's in the garden right about now. I'm not homesick.
He misses
I
his
just
family.
Really,
Yeah?
really miss my bed.
No, he is homesick.
Anyone else getting sleepy?
Mhm.
Stain! Mama worked so hard on this poncho! Did you say something, Fuemigo? This is the farthest I've ever been from home.
Oh, is he getting
I
scared
miss
now?
Mama's cooking.
Oh, we're getting a
Gotta
lot of
keep
homesick
moving
ones.
forward.
Yeah.
My
It makes
Omele.
sense.
I hope she's proud of me. My Fernacita is the one light that will never go out. Your turn, Fuemigos! Whoosh!
Whoosh.
Don't mind me. Let's go, Fuemigos! Yeah!
Dude, he's so happy in
Check
all of
this
his
out.
voice lines.
Glow
It's
bright.
contagious.
Watch out! Pew pew pew!
Pew, pew, pew.
Hi.
I love it.
Heat it up!
Hi. That's his attack line.
Aha.
Hi.
Brighten up! This is so
It's
fun!
such a savage line.
I'm
Just
all
hi.
fired up! Look at me! Kapow!
Kapow.
Can't put me
He's
out!
adding sound effects to his
Ooh,
attacks. I love
burn.
it.
I just want to go home.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Omele.
Oh.
But I want to help my family.
Okay, there's only 3 sad lines there. What was the laugh there at the end? All right, let's go ahead and pause it right here on the beginning screen here. So very cool. He's such a happy-go-lucky kid. All his lines are even happy. So what we did learn about his voice interactions here, though, he has a few, right? He has one with a Moo, Annie, and that probably makes sense because they're about his size, right? They're also kids, but they're obviously, you know what I mean? They're not. Like Annie is a kid, but she's been through some stuff, and then a Moo is a mummy kid, I guess. We'll go with that. Gwen is a doll, so maybe that's why he has an interaction with her. And then Nico and Nidalee and Kiana are Ishtali people, or Ishtali characters, so it makes sense that he has voice lines with them. So that's my guess on why he has. Oh, I guess Cassante isn't a kid, but he's also a new character. I don't know Nefiri. And then Nunu we haven't reacted to yet, but Nunu I know is the one with the big like Yeti creature, right? Rengar I have not reacted to either. I think Rengar is like a cat creature guy person. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. But yeah, I'm just trying to give you an idea of why I think he has interactions with them, because they're either animals, Ishtali characters, or they're also kids like him. You know what I mean? Any way he can relate to them. Yumi was another one because it's a cat, right? He likes animals, you know what I mean? Of course. So what I did learn though is a lot of his lines have to do with fire. A lot of them have to do with his Fumigos, and some of them there you could hear him talking for his Fumigos for him, because obviously they can't talk. And then let's see what else. A lot of his lines were obviously happy. There was only like the 3 there that we saw that was kind of like sad and whatnot. He cares a lot about family. He wants to tell his family about his adventures, and then he really cares, like he's like, oh no, mom's gonna care about the stain I got on my shirt or things like that, right? Like he really loves his family. He really loves his parents. So it's really cool to just see a very happy character in the world of League of Legends, at least for me. I'm sure there are others, but it's just a really, it's a different take on a character in League of Legends, and I like it. So it's pretty cool. The art for him is also really cool. And then I thought all of his interactions were really nice. All of his voice lines were really good. I think the voice actor did a great job. They knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. We do need to learn a little bit about some of the stuff mentioned here, like the Yuntal and the Vidalion and things like that, but we'll get into that in the story and biography. Guys, let me know what you think about the voice lines. I'd really like to know. And let's do the story and biography last, and I'll hope to see you guys in that. Okay. All right, everybody, let's get into the short story here. Milio's Super Special Adventure Reports. Greetings, family. It is I, Milio, with my first official adventure report. I can't believe it's been 3 whole days since I left home. I made it safely to my first village, and I'm ready to sleep in a real bed tonight. No more jungle floor. I can smell dinner, too. But your cooking is way better, Mama. Yours, too, Melly. When I got to the village, your letters were waiting for me. I miss you all so much. How's Cousin Javi? Is Thomason helping Papa with the farm? How are the animals doing? Cousin Jamie, I can't believe your Salvadora's baby is coming soon. How is she doing? Tell me everything. Also, Luca, you're not allowed to get married until I get home, okay? Say hi to Cedro for me. Man, he has a massive family. So he obviously loves his family very, very dear, that he's writing to them only on the 3rd day, right? Anyway, I bet you're all wondering about my journey. Well, guess what? Your favorite Milio has become super tough and rugged camping under the stars. The jungle isn't as scary as it looks, especially when I have my Fumigos to keep me warm at night. Plus, now I don't have to share my bedroom anymore. Oh, true. The Fumigos are doing really well. My Fernacita is keeping them nice and cozy, and they've done so much good work, lighting my path and even healing little jungle critters. I helped too, of course. Omele Lupe, I've been practicing my axiom every day, and I'm getting stronger, just like you told me. The Vidalion won't stand a chance. This is the farthest I've ever been from home, but every day has been new and exciting. I'm doing really well too, by the way. I already made 3 new friends in the village, and we're eating together tonight. Speaking of, I gotta go eat. My Fumigos and I are starving. I'm leaving again tomorrow morning, but I'll write you as soon as I reach the next village. Love you all. My next letter is coming soon. The tough and rugged Milio. So more letters to follow. 1 of 5. Oh, we don't even have any more. Okay, so this is the first letter. So we're going to be getting letters of his adventures. Oh, man, we'll have to come back and react to these another time, guys. But at least we got a little bit of the short story or the letter about his adventure. Let's see. I do want to take a look at these. Oh, okay. So here we go. So this is Milio. I see 2 cat-like creatures. This is Nidalee. I know it because of TFT. And then I don't know who this person is with the like naked guy with the 3 hairs. And then we have him laying down. It looks like this is a bedroom, and then this is a campfire from his big fumigo that we saw in the trailer. This one, I can't tell. We have like a mountain, sun. I can't tell if these are like tentacles, maybe. We'll have to see what that one's about. And it's a person holding a frog. I don't know. And then this is him on top of a podium, perhaps. And there's like city around him, and he's got his fumigos and he's waving. So very cool. We'll have to come back and check these out. But let's go ahead and do the story or the biography for Milio and get our character. Let's do it. All right, everybody, we're on Milio's page, The Gentle Flame. We have his quote here: "The light inside us, our inner flame, that's the heart of my fire." Interesting. Role is support. Region is Ishtal, and then we have Nico, Nidalee, and Kiana as the related champions. I have not reacted to any Ishtali characters like I mentioned before. I've heard mention of them in some Necrit videos when I've learned about the lore and story of Runeterra and things like that. But as far as I know, I don't know very much at all about Ishtal or about the culture or anything like that. So. And then the first paragraph here says, Milio is a warm-hearted boy from Ishtal who has, despite his young age, mastered the fire axiom and discovered something new, soothing fire. With this newfound power, Milio plans to help his family escape their exile by joining the Yuntal, just like his grandmother once did. We don't know what the Yuntal is. Having traveled through the Ishtal jungles to the capital of ARCANE, Milio now prepares to face the Vidalian and join the Yuntal, unaware of the trials and dangers that await him. Cool. Let's go ahead and read the biography. All right, it's not too long. Milio's story began generations ago with his grandmother Lupe and her twin sister Lune, 2 elemental masters who wove their respective earth and fire axioms together to overcome the Vidalian's trials and join the Yuntal. So Vidalian's they're called Vidalian trials. You have to do them to join the Yuntal. Okay. But after Lune was caught plotting against the Yuntal, both sisters were convicted of her crime and punished as twins. Oh no. Lupe was banished to the farthest reaches of Ishtal, and Lune all but vanished, taking with her the rest of Lupe's trust. Oh, okay. What did Lune do? By the time Milio was born, his family had done all they could to make the best of their new lives. He knew only love and laughter, and to him, life in the village was paradise. What more could they ever need? When Milio was old enough, Lupe tried to teach her grandson the axiomata, where the rest of her family had failed her. Milio showed promise and took to the elements naturally, but struggled to grasp the rules and rigidity of the discipline. Disappointed, Lupe gave up hope, abandoning Milio's teachings. Okay, so she tried teaching the axiomata to the rest of her family. Nobody else showed promise. Nobody else showed magic ability. But then Milio did, but he wasn't he's a kid, right? He didn't show any discipline. That makes sense, okay. Milio, however, continued to learn on his own. Away from the guidance of his grandmother, he abandoned the restrictions she had tried to impose on him. Studying nature itself, he intuited his own set of rules and eventually mastered fire, the one axiom his grandmother wouldn't teach him. But something bothered Milio about fire. Did it have to be so destructive, especially when he saw the potential for it to do more? See, there you go. It's very cool. To think of like fire in a different way, it's pretty creative, right? The answer revealed itself one night when Milio was chasing the glow of summer fireflies. They led him to one of the village's hunters who was injured and unable to move. Milio tried to keep her stable with his fire axiom, but it wasn't enough. Knowing the village healer was too far, he tried desperately to adapt the axiom into a force that could heal. As he placed his hands on the hunter's stomach to support her wound, he felt a flicker of warmth. It was so familiar and soothing, like he was touching her soul, her inner flame. Then Milio began to feel that same flame within itself. He could feel it within the trees, within the leaves, as if each part of the jungle was coming to life like a cozy bonfire. That's cool. I could say that's like, so Star Wars with the Force in a sense, right? There's like Force within everybody. Like everybody has some sort of Force being or inside of them. So he's able to like kind of feel that. It's kind of cool. Focusing all of his energy into that feeling, he used what nature had taught him to manifest that fire. What emerged was a creature, small and timid, with wide, friendly eyes. Milio placed it onto Hunter's wound and felt the creature, his inner flame, heal her from the inside out. Interesting. That night, he discovered an entirely new axiom, which he affectionately named Soothing Fire. Milio ran home to show his family what he'd done. Before their eyes, he manifested another soothing flame that danced happily in the palm of his hand. His fumigo, and his family celebrated. Grandmother Lupe, however, was unsettled by this achievement. Really? Come on, Lupe. Seeing Milio's mastery of the axiomata at such a young age, Lupe knew that her grandson had done what the rest of her family failed to do. With his abilities, he could finally end their exile and restore them to their rightful place among Ishtal's ruling caste. However, she was troubled by his fascination with fire and how his burgeoning skills went against the traditional teachings of the axiomata. Right. So he doesn't have like discipline and he's not learning, but that's fine, right? It's kind of like how older generations and newer generations sometimes like butt heads because like newer generations want to learn in a different way. And older generations will sometimes think it's just, no, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. But you know what I mean? Like new generations will sometimes pick up on something and just do it a different way. And, you know, and just put a different spin on it, right? Just like his soothing fire. Let's see. Despite this, Lupe threw everything into her last chance at redemption. Milio became her sole focus as she nurtured and shaped his abilities, preparing him to leave home, travel to ARCANE, and finally free her from the burden of her sister's failures. Milio felt this weight upon his shoulders, and the thought of leaving home on his own terrified him. But because Milio loved his family more than anything, he would find the courage if it meant ensuring their happiness. In preparation for the journey, he and his grandmother fashioned a special backpack that Milio called his Fernocita, inside of which he could keep his ever-burning Fumigo. Then, with a heavy heart and a wide smile, Milio, at only 12 years old, left his village behind, outfitted with his only his trusty Fernocita and some new clothes made by his family. He traveled the entirety of Ishtal, forging his way through the jungle, camping underneath the stars, and making friends along the way, all while sending frequent letters home that detailed his exciting adventures, which we only got the one so far. After a long journey, Milio finally made it to ARCANE, where he's since begun his training to challenge the Vidalian. The boy with the soothing flames has caught the eye of more than a few, including Lune, currently imprisoned beneath the city, and biding her time. Even Milio notices the whispering that accompanies him around the city, but his focus is on joining the Yuntal and making his family proud. Very cool. It's a very just lighthearted character. No, I mean, there's no twists or turns with Milio's character, in my opinion. He just learned the fire axiomata very early, but then he used it instead for healing instead of destruction. He didn't want to, I mean, he learned it at such an early age that I think the thought of using fire in a destructive way didn't even cross his mind, right? So I think that's probably why he learned to use it in a soothing and healing way. So very cool. I don't think I have too much or too many questions, I guess, really regarding Milio, because his character seemed pretty straight to the point. I do want to know a little bit more about the Yuntal. If you guys want to tell me what they are in Ishtal or what the Vidalian trials are. Have any of the other characters maybe gone through it? Or do you guys know anything about that due to Nico, Nidalee, or Kiana? Please let me know also what you guys want to see from Milio in terms of his interactions with maybe Nico, Nidalee, and Kiana that we haven't gotten in either the story or the biography or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I need to learn more about these other characters. Of course, we will get there eventually. We do plan on reacting to 160 ish characters for League of Legends, however many there are currently, and we'll get there. I think we will. It'll take a while, but I'm trying to pump these out at least one a week if we can. Obviously, there will be some weeks where I can't just do one. I just don't have the time or something. But guys, let me know your thoughts about Milio in the comments. I'd really, really appreciate it. I think he's a really super lighthearted, fun character. You guys will have to let me know once he actually comes out in the game, how he plays and what your thoughts are on that. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. We're going to be reacting to more characters each week, like I always do. So please check out the other videos and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. Also, please leave a like on the video because it does help other people see it in the algorithm. I'd really, really appreciate it. Of course, always leave a comment letting me know who to react to next. That's always appreciated because I kind of go random with who we react to next. So you never know. Your comment might be seen and I might react to that person next. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.